A very unusual hearing this afternoon in the 19th District Court where that judge did in fact take the stand. And yes, it was unusual to have a sitting judge testify against her former employees, a couple of trusted guards that she eventually had to fire. They violated the trust of the people, and the first person on the stand was the victim, the Inkster City Attorney.
I was in the 22nd District Court working that day. It was a jury selection date.
And there were other reasons Inkster City Attorney Milton Spokojny remembers that day in July of last year as the victim. Of the initial crimes, it was Spokojny's AOL account that he apparently left open and accessible on a computer in the 22nd District Court clerk's office, a computer normally used by court security officer Michael Anthony Green, now charged with 4 felonies with possible penalties of more than 20 years in state prison. Green is alleged to have copied important private information sent to Spokojny by another attorney. The document contained trial strategy information to defend the Inkster chief of police and the city in a civil lawsuit. The other man charged with a single 5-year felony, former court security officer Ronald Wade, alleged to have delivered the stolen information to the opposing attorney in the civil suit. Kevin Smith testified today for the prosecution as the man who was suing the city and who received the stolen documents.
And he had some paperwork. So I've got some paperwork. It's got your name on it. It involves, I think it involves your lawsuit.
The 2 men charged were longtime court officers for Chief Judge Sylvia James in the 22nd District. She testified that she confronted both men about the allegations and eventually fired them both. Wade within days of the theft discovery, Green many months later, after the state Supreme Court suggested he be terminated. And so now it appears that both men will be heading to downtown Detroit. They will, in fact, face 5 felony charges. And for Green, that could mean 22 years in prison. For Wade, if they are both convicted, Wade could get 5 years if that trial turns out to go against them. Reporting live in Dearborn, Bill Proctor, Channel 7 Action News. Carolyn?
All right, Bill, they were in court today, so what happens next?
Apparently on March 4th, they're in downtown Detroit at the Frank Murphy Hall of Justice. That is for a formal arraignment on the charges, and then the trial for them both will follow.
All right, we know you'll be on it. Thank you much, Bill.